American Airlines kicks off a mother and her child because the child was not able to wear the mask for the duration of the flight. This is a crazy story that kind of just came up out here. So this is about, like, it's this flight 1284 was turned around, and like I said, it kicked off a 2-year-old that had asthma and his mother and his grandmother because the child was suffering from an asthma attack due to the mask mid-flight and cannot wear the mask properly. Okay, I'm not kidding. You would almost think this is a joke. It isn't. I really don't get it. So the mother's name is Amanda Pendarvis, and she posted on her Instagram story of a video of her son who was having an asthma attack and was refusing to put the mask on due to his inability to breathe properly, which would be, will make common sense. You would think that at some point that people with asthma or some other medical condition would be exempted from this, but just see how they're treating this, especially a child that's 2 years old. It'd be hard enough to keep a mask on a child that young. That doesn't have these medical issues, but let alone asthma. I mean, that's not good. It's not cool to do that. So she said in a statement, they had the plane turned around and had us escorted off to be met by police officers. Why? Wait for it, because my 2-year-old was not properly wearing a mask. Mind you, he is asthmatic. We showed him a negative COVID test we had for him yesterday, told him he has asthma and has never worn a mask before. He did not care that the child had asthma and was literally hyperventilating. I was not refusing to wear a mask, nor did I say I wouldn't try to keep a mask on my son. We were escorted off of the plane as I was holding a mask over his little face. I genuinely don't have words. That should just be, it's such a sad story. It really is. That action, by the way, from the American Airlines right there, could have killed that child. I mean, if they literally were like, this child must wear this mask, and they forced it onto his face. I mean, what about the story I told about it recently where the teacher taped the mask to the child's face? What if that took place and that child died? Is American Airlines accepting responsibility for that? This is getting ridiculous. This is why we're so worried. This is why people are speaking out against this stuff. What's even more sad in a way is that not one person on the airline stood up to say, you're not doing this. Like, I'm telling you, if people start standing up to these airline companies, they're going to lose everything that they've got. They can't battle half the plane walking off. They can't do it. They're going to lose their entire business if people are willing to stand up and fight for what is right. The fact that not one person even remotely said, hey, like, this isn't right, we're not going to stand for this. I mean, it just gives them the confidence that they can keep doing it because not enough people are going to gang together to do it. I mean, this goes back to that mass non-compliance. That's what it's all about. We have to band together to go against these people and stand up for what is right against these tyrants, because otherwise they're going to continue to do it. And this should just scare everyone. And it scares me because it's already hard enough when I see like really young kids with the masks on at school, especially if they're like running outside. I mean, it just makes you wonder what in the world is going through these people's minds. What in the world with science said that this needed to be the case, especially when we look at kids not being or not having a massive amount of risk for COVID. You still see them do this. And it really is just beyond all comprehension at this point. You just watched a clip from The William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.